Chicos, bienvenidos a Español con Juani. Ahora tengo una pregunta para ti. So are you being overly repetitive and using the same Spanish words over and over again and therefore being a little bit boring when it comes to your Spanish conversation? If so, then don't worry, believe me, we've all been there before. Over the last few years, I myself have put a few people to sleep with my Spanish conversation. Still do sometimes. Now the question is, how do we fix this? Very simple, we need to improve our vocabulary so that we can express ourselves more. So today I'm going to give you two simple alternatives to expressing what you want to do instead of using the verb querer. Now think about these phrases in English. I feel like doing something, or I fancy doing something. So these phrases are really useful just to mix things up a little instead of saying no quiero hablar, no quiero hacer nada, quiero descansar, quiero dormir. Now before we start, I want you to do these three things. Primero, watch until the end. Segundo, practice saying these out loud or write them down. Tercero, I want you to go and use these in the next conversation that you have in Spanish. Now let's get into it. Vamos. First up, using the verb apetecer. So apetecer. So think of it like in English as in saying I fancy doing something. Por ejemplo, me apetece un helado. So me apetece un helado. O me apetece comer ahora. Me apetece comer ahora. O no me apetece estudiar hoy. So no me apetece estudiar hoy. So you can see it's pretty simple. Here's a formula for you. So we first take the pronoun. So who we're speaking about. Me, te, le, nos, etc. We then use apetece. And then we add on the subject that we're talking about, or you can add on another verb in its infinitive form. Por ejemplo, how would you say, I fancy a hamburger? Nice and simple. Me apetece una hamburguesa. So me apetece una hamburguesa. Let me give you another one, this time in the tú form. How would you say, do you fancy a good coffee? So you'd say, ¿te apetece un buen café? So, ¿te apetece un buen café? This time in the nosotros form, how would you say, we fancy going to the beach? This time you'd say, nos apetece ir a la playa? So nos apetece ir a la playa? Before we move on, guys, please consider pushing that like button or hitting that subscribe button if you are getting any value from this video. Alright guys, to finish with, we've used this one before, but using the verb tener to express what we feel like doing. So the formula is tener ganas de, plus we add on another verb in its infinitive form. Por ejemplo, tengo ganas de jugar al fútbol. So tengo ganas de jugar al fútbol. O tengo ganas de cocinar algo especial. So tengo ganas de cocinar algo especial. O tienes ganas de ir al cine. So tienes ganas de ir al cine. So really common in Spanish and really useful. You'll hear this one a lot. So let me give you a few exercises to start with. How would you say, my son feels like going to the park? You'd say, mi hijo tiene ganas de ir al parque. So mi hijo tiene ganas de ir al parque. Last one, we don't feel like going out tonight. So to finish off with, we'd say, no tenemos ganas de salir esta noche. So no tenemos ganas de salir esta noche. Now everyone, that's all from me for today. So as per normal, if I can help with anything else, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. But apart from that, I'll see you next time. Hasta pronto.